What is up, Horror Hounds? I know it's been a really long time, and I'm really, really sorry. There's been just a whole slew of shit. Well, you guys know. There's been, a lot of... which, none of us, here in our immediate, bubble, I guess. Ugh, don't want to say that. Everyone's fine. Everyone's healthy. We're doing great. There's been a substantial lull in my posting because I've been painfully addicted to Minecraft. And so I've been doing a lot of that, which is terrible, and it's not very productive at all. I also haven't been watching a lot of horror movies. And honestly, you guys, to be fair, 2020, not a very good year for horror movies because there wasn't shit. And I mean, like, maybe I haven't seen it yet because, to be fair, I haven't been watching a lot of horror movies, and shame on me. As part of my New Year's resolution, I am going to try really hard and not tell you about it. But we're going to start our review. We're only going to do 4 tonight because I'm a little rusty. I don't want to do a lot of editing. I'm sure I will. Like, this part's probably going to get cut out because I'm an asshole. Watched these 4 movies probably like 3.5 months ago, so I don't really remember a lot. Once we get a little bit meatier into the trailer, I'll be able to either recommend or just shit all over the trailer. Like, it's whatever. The Babysitter 2 Electric Boogaloo. I don't know if I should review this one. It's kind of bad. And the Babysitter one was a fantastic movie. It was one of the best horror comedies that came out in, I believe, 2018. Don't quote me on that. So, a lot of this movie, this was probably, hands down, one of the worst sequels I've ever seen. And that's saying a lot, because you have to account for Troll 2 and Bud the Chud, or also known as Chud 2. Like, literally anything else that comes after any original, like, franchise movie. This movie made no fucking sense at all. Everything was incredibly predictable. Like, don't fucking bother wasting your time. Like, what a piece of shit. A lot of the death scenes you saw coming from, like, a mile away. The acting was terrible. I think, what I think they ended up spending most of their money on was actually the music budget of the whole film. And what the fuck? What the fuck? I don't recommend this movie at all. It was really, I really felt bad for putting my wife through it. I mean, we kind of agreed to watch it. Like, oh shit, yeah, the first one was really good. Let's check out the second one. Like, no! Mm-mm. No! Babysitter 2, Electric Boogaloo, or Killer Queen, I guess, is the tagline on there. Right. This movie sucked. Don't watch it. Enough about that turd pile. So, our next movie for this evening is No Escape, which was also from 2020. This fucking movie. See, okay, so here's what happens with me, you guys, is that I'll watch something one time, and all of my memory retention barfs it back up the minute that I see, like, a trailer or even, like, a little clip from it or whatever, and I'm like, oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. But whatever, it's about this fucking dude who's doing, like, he's a vlogger, which I am not claiming to ever be a vlogger, ever, because that's a terrible title, and I'm not into that. So this vlogger's known for being like super badass, and he does all this stuff, and he's super popular, and he's going around, and all of these people get in this escape room experience, or, you know, like whatever, for him to do, and I can't remember if it's on his birthday, because, like, nobody fucking cares. Like, everything about this movie is unbelievably predictable. The kill scenes in it, like, you kind of saw coming. There was a lot of, it was very much April Fool's, Saw. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what else to compare it to. It wasn't, this movie sucked. This movie fucking sucked. Like, no spoilers or anything, but, like, the ending you saw coming from, like, 10,000 miles away. You're like, oh, I bet he's gonna do that. Oh, shit. He did. Called it. I don't recommend it. If you end up watching it, or you already have watched it, why don't you tell me why I'm fucking wrong about it? Right down there. Our third movie, which is going to be Frightmare from 1981. We're gonna get into a little bit of the meat of this. Oh, fuck me running. This movie was over the top. So, Frightmare from 1981, there was this very Christopher Lee-esque character in this movie, and it was about this cult that was obsessed with this horror actor or whatever, and they stole his body. And look at that babyface Jeffrey Combs there, who is also in this movie. So they end up stealing the body of this dude who is a famous horror actor or whatever. And surprise, surprise, when you steal a body from a tomb, oh my god, oh, it's all coming back. He had booby-trapped his tomb or whatever when he was buried. It was a fucking joke. It was... If you guys are into the old school 80s, you know, like, campy fucking, like, I don't know, just make a movie about some stuff and then we'll do it. And then they did, and you're like, God, that was terrible. That's not the name of the movie, guys. The Horror Star. It's Frightmare. It's Frightmare. You're not going to find the Horror Star anywhere. The end of this movie was ridiculous, and it was a campy ass 80s horror movie about some dumb fucking kids trying to resurrect their dead horror star. And again, I'm not going to give anything away, but the ending was filled with lightning. So we'll say that, and let's move on. Our fourth and final movie of the evening tonight is going to be Cargo. This movie was fucking good. Like, really fucking good. It was also unbelievably sad. Like, shit. Like, the zombie apocalypse and everything, and, you know, like, post-apocalyptic kind of shit. There was a lot of shit going on in this movie. There's a lot of really good stuff in this movie. This movie, super fucking depressing. Like, holy fucking shit. So, alright, super quick plot synopsis. Zombie apocalypse starts. Dad and mom and baby go out onto a boat and they wait, you know, and like they're like, okay, well, we'll just fucking wait for all the zombies to scurry by or whatever. And then, I don't want to fucking tell you, you guys should just watch this movie. Like, I feel like if I tell you anything past that, it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be a fucking spoiler. Okay. So, that's what I have to say about Cargo. If you guys haven't seen it, you should check it out. If you have seen it, let me know what you thought. Also, I don't know if you guys can see back here on this wall. I'm not very far in my progress, but that is a list of every fucking horror movie that I've ever seen. Written very small. And I'm not like, I don't know where the book is that I was using for kind of a reference point, because a lot of you guys, much like myself, probably don't remember every fucking title that we've ever seen. So it gets kind of difficult. So we have to use like Netflix lists and like Amazon lists, or like books that have just lists of movies in it and like brief synopsises. So I'm not even, let's see, I'm on the letter K on the first book of movies that I've seen. And there's probably like 30 to 40. So see where that dark line is up at the top there? And then all that blank space? Those words are about this big. Or those letters are about this big, by that big. And I'm so grateful that my wife decided to let me do this. The next video that you guys see, that wall will be a little bit fuller and a little bit fuller, because it takes a long fucking time to write all of these little fucking, horror movie titles in there. And eventually at some point I will shoot a video of the whole list. I'm not going to write all that shit down more than once, so that's where it's going to live. I'm really sorry that it's been so long. I'm glad you guys are all safe and you're all staying healthy and all of that shit. And I'm glad you're still here and you're checking in or subscribed. And if you're not, make sure to go ahead and do that and hit the bell button so that you get notified when I post a new video, which is going to be a lot more frequently. Okay, I promise. Don't forget to check out Retro Access Deluxe. We're doing more. We're going to be doing more stuff there too. I'm going to start doing more shit over there. I know Dr. K has been posting pretty frequently on his end, but again, like I said, like, painfully addicted to Minecraft, and nobody needs another fucking Minecrafter on YouTube, because, like, snooze fest. Holy shit. What are you doing? Also, I have children. If I don't see you guys next week, don't hold it against me. And if I do, make sure you tell everybody to not watch or watch what I've been watching or whatever. I'll see you guys in the future. And again, like, to be fair, you guys, like, I haven't watched. I don't even remember when I watched this. It might have been in June or whenever the last fucking video that I did was. So it's been a little bit, but there's still like very residual turds floating around up in here about this movie because it was that bad. Anyways, if